biopic of your career on my YouTube channel. Is it true that your dad, he gave you like a baptism of fire, where he threw you in the pool? No, it's all right.
Yeah.
But did your dad give you a baptism of fire? You couldn't swim, and he threw you in the water. Huh?
Yeah, keep me off the boat.
Really?
I was a kid, so it seemed like I was way up, but I wasn't. I was a young kid in it, so obviously my dad done it. I went down a couple of times, came up, went down. I thought if I go down again, I'm done. So I put my head down and just carried on swimming. When I got to the shore, still swimming on the shore like that. Then I realized that I made it. And then, but that's not, my dad's a nutcase.
But at least, in fairness, it like toughened you up though, I suppose. Because you learned you how to swim in one day.
That's the best way to teach kids how to swim, push them in the pool. They say that. They say with young kids, you push them in the pool and they swim. So maybe my dad knows something I didn't know.
So your early career, you did like kickboxing, MMA, obviously boxing for the P's. That's where most. Is that why you came over?
No, I went to boxing to learn to box, to be better for kickboxing, and then boxing just took over. Boxing took over, spending more time in boxing. I was sparring good guys at boxing. And I thought, okay, this is not bad. Then my coach said, listen, trust me, you can be something in boxing, you can be a real champion. And I was like, I don't know about that, but I have a couple of boxing fights. And then it just took over my life, and then my love for the sport changed, you understand?
Yeah, like you're a dying breed in fighters because you took hard fights when you didn't have to, because Wilder wouldn't fight you, and we know why. Like, he waited you out and then he just fucked it up for himself and ended up getting beat. When you already said how to beat Wilder, smother him, don't let him cock it, and he wouldn't fight you, and then Fury did the blueprint.
I've always believed I can beat. He's just one of those guys that I believed and knew I could have beat, and I still believe that, and I still think that. Yeah, and I would still like to fight him. You know, you just some guys you just know you can beat. You know, and why I just believe that.
I think that you had his number, you know. Oh, Caballero, yes. I don't mind. That's another legend. But yeah, I always said, like you can check any of my channels from like 5 years ago, that I said that you've got his number. That's why he won't fight you, because he'd rather get beat by Fury than get beat by you, so he won't fight you.
You know, if he loses Fury, he have a career fighting other guys.
Yeah.
If I beat him, then his options limited. So I get it, it's kind of business, but bro, you was a WBC champion. I waited 1,000 days for some opportunity, and then you went for Fury.
It's so I feel your pain in your career, because it's because Wilder took the piss and then Fury took the piss as well.
Every time I'm about to do something happened, bro. But that's how life is sometimes. Somebody's gonna be down the hard end, and it's me, unfortunately, so I just deliver it, man.
Well, at least you do. And the thing is, you always took the hard fights that you didn't need to. Parker, Povetkin, like when you didn't need to take. These are like at the time top 5 in the world heavyweights. While you're waiting for your match, no one does that now. Look, everyone's not even fighting nobody while they're waiting for this.
Everyone's just buffing their career out, taking the right fights at the right time. I'm a risk taker. If I didn't take risks, I would not have been here. I would have been dead already. So that's all I know to do, bro. I know to risk it, bro. I know to risk it and give it. I know to jump in the fire and just see what happens, bro. That's how I've always been.
That's what I've always been a fan of yours. I've got to ask you one question though. Why didn't you do the howl in your last fight, man? That was, you jinxed yourself. You didn't do the howl, man.
Nah, bro. It's just sometimes things happen in camps, you know what I mean, and then. Things happen,
like the howling before, you know, the ring entrance, you didn't do it.
But things happen, bro. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes there's more that's going on than what you see. But I'm a man of my word. I give my word that I'm going to show up and fight. And I showed up and fight regardless. If I give my word, I'm going to do something. If I can stand up, then I'll do it. You know what I mean?
We know from the AJ fight, your shoulder was fucked and you still soldiered the fight out and then knocked him out.
People that knows what happened in the build-up to the Atoma fight. But I'm not going to get into it. He's a good guy. He done his thing. He's a humble guy. he won the fight heavyweight boxing. I got caught, so I'm not gonna start saying, because of this and because of that. Because no one wants to hear excuses. You know what I mean? You know, people gonna say, you're gonna pull out the fight, this and that. But no, I'm a man of my word. You understand? I give my word, and people, my friends and family, they brought tickets to Saudi and planes and hotel. It's not in me to cancel. I'd rather go and give it my all and lose than cancel and think, I'll wait till a better day, a better opportunity. That's not my style, bro.
No, I knew something was wrong when you walked and you didn't do the howl. Because I just thought, there's something wrong. He's not doing the howl. Something's not right with his fight before the bell even went.
Yeah, bro. You know, sometimes you have great camps and then things go wrong, or sometimes. But it's what it is. It's what it is. You know, it's what it is. You know. Moses said something to me on the stage that made me think, he said, I can see he's a wounded lion, you know what I mean? So they knew what was what anyway, you know what I mean? He said, I'm an injured lion or whatever, injured wolf or whatever he said. So I was just laughing to myself, but it's all good though, it's fights. It's all about timing and structuring and business, you understand?
For sure.
Fight start, who was there in the first punch of the fight? Me, you understand? He's not as fast as what they say he is, you know what I mean? Fight start, who landed the first jab? It's me.
No, yeah, I see that.
It is what it is, bro. But
sometimes shit happens, innit?
I'm just a guy that just bad luck follows sometimes, so I'm just trying to clear a bit of that bad luck and be positive, bro. Yeah, I'm trying.
What about, like, Samson had his strength in his hair? Get a Mohican back for your next fight, bro, no?
Maybe. But I might look like a madman with it now, though.
A Mohican, howl, and you can't go wrong.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you never know. But like I said, the wolf is still here. You know what I mean? It just sometimes shit happen. It's what it is. But I'm a human being like everyone else, bro.
That's it.
It's mad, bro. Like
it's just like it's always one of your rituals, isn't it?
I'm a tough, strong bastard, but I'm also a human being. You know what I mean?
I know. Like some of my friends that I went uni with. Like they were in high school with you. They told me some stories I ain't gonna say. But you was a geezer at school. You was a G. You was the man.
I'm alright.
No, but it's some good times.
I'm alright.
But I'm gonna let you go because I know you're tired.